Hey, yo, back at it, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren, McCarty.
Big D!
Absolutely. Absolutely. Happy to be with you on a Thursday. We got Spencer Raxter in the house. He's all tatted up.
Yeah.
Spencer, we'll start with you. Hey, how you feeling today?
I'm pretty sore, yeah. Chest is hurting pretty bad, not gonna lie. But we're thugging through it.
But it's in there.
Yeah.
And how is that? How is that Dan Campbell face on your inner thigh?
It is not there yet.
Oh.
Nope.
Damn.
Did you get the 16 behind your ear?
I did not.
Okay.
No, I did not.
February is the time for that, right?
February is the time for that.
Okay. All right. He'll have it, everybody. New guy Kenny here.
What up, though?
In the sound booth. What's poppin', Kenny? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm living, man. Happy to be in the trenches with y'all.
Oh, the mud.
Yeah.
Not even the trenches. Straight mud.
Straight mud. You're
Straight
a big
mud.
D. You get out of it. It dries up as you get later in the day.
Absolutely. We have our own version of Maz here today as well. Maz Gentry in the house.
Happy to be here, boys.
Everybody
This
wanted
chair
to
is
know
nice
what a
and
cool
comfortable.
young Mazway would be like, and there's
He's
Maz
turned back the
Gentry
clock.
right there.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for
Maz
joining
Gentry.
us, Michael.
Maz Gentry, everybody.
Get it.
Let's get it.
Let's have a
Absolutely.
fucking Thursday.
We shall, my friend. All of you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Detroit Dabber 313 first in with the good morning. Good morning. Good to have you with us. Lots of chatter, too, about the people trying to beat Dabber in there. Machiavelli sucks to go. WTF Dabber first every morning. Pete Smith says, refresh constantly. Never enough. No, you can't beat the man.
Yeah. He's got it down to a science.
Yeah, to be the man, you got to beat the man, and you can't beat the man. So yeah, everything, all of that is going on, and some chatter too about the Pistons last night and the loss to Memphis. Spenny's guy, Spenny. I have an issue with Spenny. You lied to the people yesterday.
I did.
You straight up lied to them. You looked them in the eye and you
It
lied.
was actually 2 days ago.
2 days ago, you sent this tweet
2
out.
days ago I put the tweet out that Desmond Bane's going for 50.
And he did
He
not,
did not go for 50.
because you're a liar.
I'm a liar. I was off by 1 point.
He merely had 49.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Can we address something, though?
Yes.
Because the Detroit Pistons, ladies and gentlemen, who are waiting for them to make a move, they have made a move. And just like all of us know, sometimes, no, it's nothing on the court. It's not a player. And yeah, you got hurt and all this, whatever. No, they're making a move. Announced right here, right now, in the broadcast booth. Is it true or is it not true? Neal, Ruhl, president of Detroit Sports Media, is getting on a plane to Orlando to do the TV or the radio?
I'll be doing the radio.
Doing the
Yep.
radio for the Detroit Pistons versus the Orlando Magic tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Putting the guys, they're not even messing around with anybody, not even coaches, not even schemes, not even players. They're going right to the source. Neal, if you do pull out a win, sir, if you do pull out a win, you will be taking full credit for it.
Oh, 100%.
100,000,000%. I
this.
think that I was going back in the archives, and in the calendar year, that would make you 2-1
2-1
without a regulation loss.
That is correct, D-Mac. That is correct. I would be 2-1.
So, Spenny, I know it's been tough on you. Kool-Aid in the back. Juicy, all you Pistons guys. Glimmer of hope, baby. Glimmer of hope. They're sending in the Prez.
They made a call
The
to the
Prez is
Oval
going
Office.
in. Way to go, Detroit Pistons. At least you're doing something. I approve of this move.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, right, I have to attend to different things. It's the PK 88 era. We've been to the Peter Klima 85 era. Now it's the Patrick Kane 88 era. So I have to stay here. I will not be accompanying the president on those duties. But you got this, bud.
Thank you.
Make it happen.
I will. Be filling in for Mark Champion. So, yeah, I'll be down there. I'll be going to the airport after the show. I'll go down to Orlando. All the conditions are right. 78 degrees. You know that's me.
Yeah.
And I will be down there, and I will get it done.
Small flex, Benny. I'll
Yes.
tell you right now.
Myself and Rick
I'll put you a
Mahorn.
little bit into Neal's head, okay? Because right now, you know what he's thinking about? Because this is exactly what I'd be thinking about. Let's see, what time is it? 11:05 means I'd be on, getting ready for practice down at 3. What am I going to eat on the plane? What is going to be? I got to believe. Do you eat sushi?
I do.
You probably are going to. What's the over under on
On rolls?
It's a couple sushi rolls.
Yeah.
Have you thought about? Because I know that when you got called up, the first thing you think of that. Oh my God, the plane and the seat.
Yeah, and the seat. Yeah, all of it. No doubt. No
Have
doubt.
you thought about the food?
It's a different life.
Have you thought about the food?
A little bit.
Maybe.
And you know what? You're gonna laugh at this. They have the most epic, and this is gonna be weird. And you guys are gonna laugh at it. They have the most epic peanut butter and jelly sandwich of all time.
You better go with that. And if you can smuggle one back, I won't be here too, but wouldn't even work.
Yeah.
But
I'll eat one on principle.
Please send a picture.
I will. 100%. I will.
You have to send a picture.
Yeah.
Neal, you're
Because
the
I am
president
not.
now, right?
I am not low selling this at all.
No, you are
One
not.
of the greatest. It's that plane ride.
The food spread. What do you got, Spenny?
I said you're the president now, so you might need some security with you to go to Orlando. Like, I can, get a little earpiece.
You and
Spenny,
D-Mac
I gotta
both.
think
Yeah.
a few more months. You will fit in that suitcase.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No, but yes, I will be doing that tomorrow. So if you could give it a listen, I will fix this myself, everybody. So they're calling it in. I will take care of it. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Big Simmies. Neal, here's $4.99 for the David Montgomery Get Right. Buy yourself a coffee. Well, thanks, Big Simmies. I appreciate that. Mike G. Big Maz Gentry is Maz-tastic. Lorena Rios. New guy Kenny looks perpetually cold. Care to comment? Well, it's beanie and hoodie season.
Exactly. I like to layer up though, so that's just a normal thing for me.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Do the rest of us not live in this state?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so good. Do I got to start singing? It's so cold in the D. We even got a song about it.
Now wait a minute, Spenny. We may have to put your production to the test. Brian Ruth. Yesterday, at about 2:50, Ryan Ermanni throws a huge fit about his earpiece.
Give me a second.
We don't need it right this second,
Give me a second.
but I'm just saying,
Yesterday at about 2:50.
about 2:50. That's what Brian said.
Kenny, can you mute my mic for me, please?
I sure can. I got you.
Okay, so Spenny's off to work right now. Big Maz Gentry will have to assume the duties. Tiger Town, Patrick Kane tonight. Yes, as a matter of fact. BMG, you said you heard I don't want to say we're reporting breaking news or anything like that, but
Yeah,
you
that
heard
was-
some news on that front.
No, that was Spenny. He said Daniela Bruce tweeted that Valeno was skating with Kane and DeBrincat at the morning skate today, so that's something to look forward to. I'm guessing Comfer isn't still skating, but I would hope those two would eventually swap out. But either way, it's exciting times for the Red Wings. Can't wait to be down there tonight.
You know what I'm looking forward to? I just want to see Patrick Kane with that puck on the power play
Yeah.
through the neutral zone.
And he's going to be PP1, right? Like,
probably not.
I wouldn't assume.
Here's the
yes, do it.
No.
I don't know.
Neal,
Not yet,
stop.
maybe, but
Stop. Do we need to change the power play up, or is the power play producing without, right? He's got to find his way there. Don't expect, here, Patrick Kane's here, throw him out there. No, this power play's been clicking, so he'll probably start second unit, but sooner than later, right, he will be up on the first one like we want, but it's one of these things. You're not going to, what's the power play clicking at right now?
yeah, I don't
One
know.
of the
But I
better
know
ones
they've
in the
scored.
league,
They
right?
scored a power play power play goal in I want to say it's the last 5 or 6 games.
So to
they're
your
hitting on all
point, maybe.
cylinders. No reason to switch it up now.
But he'll be there. But that's one thing that I want to see, right? Because and what do I mean by that? Why is that important? Because speed is the killer in this league, and if you can establish and skate it through and get set up on your power play, you don't have dump it in and chase it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Puck possession's huge. He's a huge puck possession guy, right? And he can handle that biscuit too.
Power play one. Kane, DeBrincat, Larkin. Who says no? Who says no? Who says no?
Nobody says no.
Okay.
But you don't. So what happens?
right now.
But you
That's
and
all.
you're being. I'm not even going to entertain because you know the fact that you let sleeping dogs lie, but then you know that the minute it's not going well, we've seen it at different points in the year in the power play. They're 0 for 3. It's not looking good. Yeah, you got that
change it
spark
up.
to throw it in there.
I like it.
He's just
I
not
like
going to
it.
use it as quick as you would use it.
Well, I want to go.
I know
We're
you
in.
do.
If you're here, you're available.
I
Here we go.
get it.
Come on.
I get it, but sometimes as a coach, you got to think about the rest of the guys.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Dan Wood, is there a Planet Fitness in Orlando? If so, that'd be wicked awesome. 3 of them in downtown Orlando alone. So, as a Gold Card member, they'll probably do all right at the hotel. The gym at the hotel, I'm sure, will be more than acceptable in this scenario. Mike G. Kane is the cutback king with the cup. Colosia, Roberto, Cap Friendly already has DeBrincat, Kane, and Veleno as the second line. That site is on its game. So, again, excited, a new toy for the Red Wings fan. Remember, this is not the Patrick Kane of 5 years ago. Temper your expectations. But what he provides even now, even coming off the surgery. Through all this, when I was told he was quote-unquote finished, he's still a 20-goal guy. Still.
Oh, on one leg last year. And the thing that excites me is the fact that he's excited. So as long as he's healthy, as long as he's feeling good, the talent will come out, right? I believe Neal's sitting here right now that this is a move that we're going to look back and go, holy cow. You know what I'm saying? Because he's super exceeded even what we expected. And that $2.75 million, what are your expectations? The bar's pretty low.
Tammy Chin, our resident Red Wings expert in the chat. I really don't want the Wings bandwagon to melt down if he doesn't score tonight. Give the poor guy a chance. No, Tammy, 2 goals, 1 on the power play. If not, get him out of here.
Just get him an apple.
Trade him with Nedeljkovic. Get him out of here.
Just get him an apple to DeBrincat. Just set up DeBrincat for a 1T. That's fine with me.
That's fine with you. Now, Tammy, I feel you. And that is what I'm trying to say to the people as well. There's a 20-goal-a-year guy. We're already, a quarter of the way into the season. So by the math, that puts him at about a 15-goal guy.
He's still going to get 20, bro.
Okay, easy.
Whoa.
Now I'm the guy expecting too much.
You know what I'm saying? Last year, we understand, and you look back and you listen to him because he didn't really talk about it. Mikey, we didn't hear how much pain he is throughout the season and stuff like that. And a lot of that was probably get moved from Chicago to a contender. But still, on one leg in this league to score 20 goals, yeah, I'll say it right now. Patrick Kane will end up with more than 20 goals this year. If he plays.
That is bold.
If he plays 45 games.
I love how D-Mac tells me to calm down. He's like, he's going to get 20 goals plus.
I just said calm down on throwing him out on PP1 if, when you don't need to because your PP1's
in your scenario, though, he is PP1 probably by next week then. If your scenario plays out.
Next week, third period.
Yeah. Okay. See, there
when
you
it
go.
doesn't
All
work,
right.
but you're going to go, okay, guys, we're not going to change anything up. First unit, go. Doesn't get anything done. Okay, we're not going to change anything up. First unit, go. We're not going to get, okay. Patrick K, first unit, let's go. Second unit, you start. It's the low-key second unit. Oh, first unit, you're tired. Second unit, start the power play.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread Rack says 2 goals or we send him home.
It's true.
Send him home.
Send him home.
Send him home.
I couldn't find the
alleged.
Well, because they dumped it.
They scrubbed it.
They would never leave traces of that. That's like fingerprints.
Now I have to ask you, in the footage at around 2:50 yesterday, is it like a static shot on them and then like Braylon's shoulder twitches like that and then they start a new sentence?
They were having issues with VMix is what I saw.
No,
they weren't.
They're not allowed to. That's for us.
Yeah, I saw them having VMix issues, but I did not hear much about the headset.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of VMix, Ryan Poulter will join us. We'll do the picks coming up in the second hour, as we typically do on a Thursday. Last week, Ryan Poulter, 3-0.
Ooh.
Darren McCarty, 3-0.
Ooh.
I was 1-2.
Yeah. Well,
Uh-oh.
I was 1-2. The ship has taken on a little bit of water, but the one I hit was the get right.
It's true.
That was easy. We went back to our roots.
And you got a +4 get right from
D-Mont.
From D-Mont.
Absolutely. I gave a get right yesterday. Army Navy over 27.5. Get in.
Love it.
Get in. We're running it back from last year.
Get in there.
The same theories apply.
Yep.
They're talking low 50s in Boston. Sunny. 13-13's a winner, everybody. Start working backwards on this. And you know it's always going to be a close game because it's always a close game because it's the finest military academies in the world going at it on the football field. Much to Big Maz Gentry's chagrin.
It's true.
He says he won't watch. He says he hopes a dictator takes over the United States of America.
Yeah.
He said freedom's overrated.
He's not an America guy.
No.
Yeah, he's a socialist.
Big commie.
Damn.
He'll take the dictator at plus 290.
Yep.
Doesn't want to lay the favorite minus 425. So there's that out there as well. No, but we're going to get into all of it. We got some Lion stuff to get into too. Get in, everybody. Lady Jane's.
Yeah, come to Lady Jane's for the award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams. All expense paid suite to the 2024 NCAA basketball tourney. That's right, no expense spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
What about Fairway, Neal?
Fairway Packing Company. You guys know what it is. The finest restaurants, hotels, casinos in all the Detroit area. They use Fairway Packing Company. Get their prime beef, the dry aged beef, the Wagyu beef as well, all of it. And you guys know what to do. Go to the Grab and Go Steak Shop in Grosse Pointe Shores. Go out there. Go to fairwaypacking.com. The best ribeyes in the ribeye game I got from Fairway Packing. Took them home, seasoned them up, dumped them on the grill. Incredible. You should do the same. If you're serious about grilling, Fairway Packing Company is the place. Fairway Packing Company.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Winter is here, and if you're dreaming of a new home but feeling the pinch, we've got some fantastic news for you. Mark White & Associates, your trusted real estate experts, are here to help. Here's the deal. When you work with a Mark White & Associates realtor, they'll pay you up to $5,000 of your closing costs. That's right, buying a home just got a whole lot easier. Imagine having an extra $5,000 in your pocket this winter. With years of experience and a commitment to making your dreams a reality, Mark White & Associates are your go-to team for all things real estate. This incredible opportunity won't last forever. Call Mark White & Associates today at 248-290-8242 and let them make your winter home buying dreams come true. Visit their website at markwhitesells.com or call them at 248-290-8242 to hear the full terms of this offer and begin your home search today.
All right, we're off and running. Big D Energy on a Thursday. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Big Maz Gentry in the Maz chair, Spencer Raxer, new guy Kenny in the house.
Kenny, can you mute
Also,
mute my mic? I'm going to dive back in and try to get this.
all right,
I got you.
Spencer Raxer's going back to the lab, everybody. WoodwardSports.com, chat thread, Mike G. Broder deleted the footage. Can't confirm, can't deny. We're working on it. We're efforting.
Wait. Broder would delete the footage?
I don't know. Who knows?
I don't think Broder would do that.
I don't think so either. Paul Thomas, question for Neal and D-Mac. Do you guys feel like Yzerman and Holmes are both focusing on older, more experienced players? And D-Mac, I think there's a very simple answer to that.
I'm confused. I'm confused with that comment.
Well, just bringing in Patrick Kane. Obviously, Holmes went, with Irvin went the older experience route.
But those are pieces. That's his game plan. Those are adding pieces throughout that may come available, that may add, to what you have built. But Steve Yzerman built this team through the draft and through some of the young guys, and then adding the Sherratts, the Perrons, the culture guys, adding a Patrick Kane like this. I do believe that they have a lot of the same philosophies. Brad Holmes built this team through the draft, but he added some veteran guys, most notably a Jared Goff, right? So, and then, arguably in the offseason, you look at what C.J. Gardner-Johnson, even though he's been hurt, but he's added pieces around. Anzalone, right? He had to add veteran guys these are guys that preach culture or way that the coach or word Stevie has. So these are, the veteran guys are more caveats. You look back, you have to go to where it started, and you look at David Perron and Ben Sherratt. That's the first. Right, where 2 years ago, where it started to be that the veteran guys wanted to be here, but that has more to do with culture and support and stuff like this. This is all adding to what you started, most notably with Dylan Larkin when you named him captain.
And my thing on it, D-Mac, it all goes back to our analogy that we started day one here. It all goes back to this. We need to wrap our heads around the fact that the franchises in this town, some of them are at different exits of the highway. Our little going up north analogy. The Lions have passed Standish. They're up there in the forest. You know what I'm saying? They're up there. They're moving up towards northern Michigan. You get the big hills and everything that you go over.
They're almost up to the bridge.
They're almost up to the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're almost to the bridge. The Red Wings, they're over the Zilwaukee Bridge. They're in Pinconning right now. It's the weather has changed.
Okay.
The foliage has picked up. Or if it's summertime, you're starting to feel like you're on vacation now. You went through that first traffic jam already that you get in Saginaw.
I'm going to dial it up, right? The Lions are in Gaylord. The Wings are in West Branch.
West Branch, yeah.
Right?
I'm not going to kill you on that.
You got to pull off in West Branch.
Yeah, you have to.
But the Pistons went the wrong way.
Well,
how many times? Hey,
they forgot the cooler.
Anybody else been in an area of the city where you got on the freeway the wrong way and you're down 20 miles before you realize you're going south instead of north? Somebody's got to tell Neal, maybe on the plane, tell the Pistons they're going the wrong way. Because the Tigers have made a bigger jump. But
Tammy Chin says the Tigers are stuck in Brighton. We'll talk about the Tigers a little bit here today, but go on, D-Mac.
Tigers are making their way. Tigers are still in the city.
Any news on the Ohtani front?
No. Yeah, absolutely. But to your analogy,
they're on different steps. They're on different exits of the highway, man. Like with the Pistons, and I would even say this too. So the Lions got the opportunity to sprinkle a veteran in there. Never forget this, guys. I think if you had a couple of drinks with Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, I think even they would admit to you this came together a lot quicker than we thought it was going to come together. I still think that they're in talent acquisition mode. I still think they're in draft capital mode. I do. I still think they're in building block phase. I honestly believe that.
Yeah. No. How big's the window? 3-4 years or whatever like that. They're in the window. They know that. They know they've got lucky because they've hit on these draft picks and they're further along. But the thing is, they're not resting on their laurels. They're going, okay, great, we're here. Yeah, they'd say this, but they're not stopping here going, hey, wow, great. They're trying to improve on that and get to where they need to be, which is the promised land, which is the Super Bowl, quicker. And in the NFL, you can do it, Neal.
Yes.
You can do it. It could turn. Like, it's not against all fathomability that the Lions could win the Super Bowl this year.
Right, no doubt. I think this is kind of a misconception. DCP1 says, don't they say a rebuild takes 3 seasons in the NFL? Because DCP1, I think you're right. However, there's a lot of fool's gold in the NFL. And the Houston Texans, I don't believe are an example of that quote-unquote fool's gold right now because it looks like they got something concrete in C.J. Stroud.
No, but to your point, they hit.
They did.
You need to hit on that top guy, which is usually the quarterback or the game-changing player. Houston's going to vault into legitimacy because he's for real. As opposed to Bryce Young in Carolina. It's going to take him longer, and the question mark's still out on him.
Because in the NFL, it is built for a season like the Giants had last year. With largely the same cast, with no outstanding additions, it was just their turn to pop up and go to the playoffs, and they happened to get the right matchup and win a playoff game.
I got it whenever.
And now this year, they're kind of back to what they are. They're the Giants. Daniel Jones, turnover Inc. Supply chain issues last year. Now he was back this year, and production was running so fast that he became overwhelmed and he had to take a break. So they had to bring somebody else in to run the turnover factory. And they did. And they're still the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the fool's gold more in the NFL, I think, than really anywhere else.
Well, it's almost like Minnesota also, too, last year with the one-score games and stuff like this. But you want to – so the object, back to talking to Brad Holmes over a cocktail and Dan Campbell, is to make sure that doesn't happen to you, right? So
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
need to solidify this with some veterans at some point. You know, Graham Glasgow is another great acquisition on the offensive front that we added this year, right?
Right.
Because and look at how valuable he's been by playing up and down the line.
All right, so Spenny has delivered the mail. We have recovered the deleted files.
Yeah, it was encrypted on 3 different platforms.
It was, but we were able to break through.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what this is.
It's like the guy who sits there, he's like, wait 1 second, I got to do this.
We were told by a listener of the show to take a look at a clip from the E&E show yesterday.
Because
The
here
final
on
word.
Big D Energy, right, we never miss the other shows because we never watch, but we don't believe...
So we never miss them.
Right. But we don't believe that they suffer. We always bitch and moan about it's just our show. So somebody has viral proof that actually the bottom line had some issues. So we have to see this all together as a family.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go to the break.
Oh, yes.
And come back with it.
Okay.
All right? We'll get it in its natural habitat.
1 second.
Yeah, go to the potty
I'm
right now.
decrypting
Hurry
the
up. You
file
got
right
about
now.
2 minutes.
Encrypt the file. There you go.
I'm in.
We're in there?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're locked in, right?
We're locked in.
Okay. So we'll do that. We'll go to the break and we'll come back with it. We're not going to spike the Kool-Aid or anything. We're just going to play it in its natural habitat.
Yep.
I'm excited for this.
Should
Almost
be
as
good.
excited as I am to go to Hamlin Pub. That's right. It's the pub where everyone is a regular.
Smokehouse brisket mac and cheese.
Bang, bang.
That's a hitter.
And since today's Thursday, I'll tell you what, I'll give you half off pizza on Thursdays. Well, I won't. Hamlin Pub does. But today is Thursday. See how that works? Game day specials during all NFL games. Today is Thursday. What's tonight? An NFL game. All Michigan sports, college sports, professional sports, all of it. You got the game day specials. Hamlin Pub is the place. Go to hamlinpubs.com. 7 Metro Detroit locations to serve you. We have all our fantasy drafts there. Love me some Hamlin Pub, and you will too. It's the pub where everyone's a regular.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Neal Ruhl here for the Feldman Automotive Group. With 18 locations in and around Metro Detroit, there's a Feldman Automotive dealership close to wherever you are. Of course, you guys know we're live every other Monday at Feldman Chevrolet in Novi. They are Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. Take advantage of the Feldman advantage. They simplify the car buying process. It's so easy. Sam Flannel bought a car from there. Think about that. They could turn water into wine at Feldman Automotive if they can make that happen. No, but seriously though, 18 dealerships. They've been around since 1996. They're a pillar in the Metro Detroit community. Feldman Chevrolet, you guys know what it is. We'll be there every other Monday at Feldman Chevrolet in Novi. It is Feldman Automotive Group.
Sorry, guys. I'm having headphone issues, earpiece issues, and I cannot tell you how frustrating that is for me. It is taking everything in my power not to take this desk, flip it on its side, and light the place on fire.
I got to explain it for the good people at home. See, Ryan Ermanni, Fox 2, he has an earpiece that is molded to his ear, and he's had that at Fox 2 now for the better part of 20 plus years. Congratulations on that, by the way. So he comes in, he has the earpiece, it's molded, it's nice and fit. It's what he uses at Fox 2. He brings it here, he sets it up, he's smooth, he's ready to rock and roll, he's doing the reads. Hey, here's this read, and hey, here's this. He doesn't have that right now. He's got this little BS.
You know what I am?
BS one like me, he's going through it.
You know who I am?
Did he forget it?
Bougie.
I'm Jared Goff.
Left it at home.
I need all the conditions to be perfect for me to be any
That's
good.
good. That's a good
That
call.
was good.
I need all the conditions to be perfect for me
That
to be
was
any
good.
good
You
whatsoever.
think Jared Goff's in a rotten mood
So
like
right
you?
now, Frank Ragnar has a bad toe on you as
Oh
well?
gosh.
You think Goff's in a rotten mood like you and crying like a baby? You think he's crying like a baby?
Call, man.
I don't think he is. I see him man up. I see him smiling with his teammates.
There's no crying
on the
podcast.
Man. No.
Instead of breaking our balls.
That's the same man.
Whatever.
There we go.
I don't even give it.
Coming
That's
from
what I'm
that.
talking
It's
about.
fine.
We don't have any more sound coming up. You're
No,
good.
it's fine. It's not so much the sound; it's hearing the voice in my ear.
I totally understand.
Please,
I totally
thank
understand.
Want me to talk louder?
you. Yeah, just talk louder to me because
We're
I
going-
don't wear these headphones.
We're going through.
Man. I got issues every day with that. But that sort of reminds me of my chair, right? Hey, seriously. Like, I was at a point where because of my back and the chairs wouldn't work, they finally got it fixed after 2.5 years, so I didn't have to put a chair through the window. They got it fixed before.
I remember the chair saga. That was
I had a chair snap.
That was one of the biggest
Neal,
battles.
you're the professional. You're the president of the media.
Look at Neal's
That
face.
just sounds to me like, wait, hold on. Did somebody misplace Ryan's Fox 2 20-year-old?
I think he just forgot it.
Oh, so it's his. Oh, okay. I was just looking to see if somebody else like misplaced his earpiece or if it was him. And then you have to. Oh, okay.
Hey,
Mr.
Jeffrey,
President, care to comment?
you feeling free for
Neal,
a
I
second?
can honestly say there was a bit of turmoil, but I just don't get Maz telling you to man up as he was sipping on that lemon water.
They're hand delivered lemon ice waters. Where's my lemon ice water? Somebody give me my lemon ice water. Somebody go get it now.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, all right, hurry, Spenny, go. Okay. I just wanted to see it. I just wanted to see it. I'll reserve
It
judgment.
happened so throughout. We have to, we thought it was just us. We thought it was just this show.
Okay, I just wanted to play it. We were alerted to it.
I thought he handled it well. Somebody said he snapped. That wasn't snapping.
Might have been for him.
Saying you're gonna tip the desk over and light the place on fire because the earpiece isn't
I
working.
guess it is because it's different. Because do you when Ryan Ermanni says that, do you believe that he would do that? As opposed to when Darren McCarty.
No, that is different. That
When
is a
Darren
much different
McCarty
world.
says he's going to do something, hence do we not know March 26, 97, right? Like, you'd be a little bit more worried if I said that?
Correct.
Because I would do that.
Yeah, I'm taking Darren in the points on that.
Yes.
You better, all day long. That's why I try to refrain from making promises that I can't keep.
Oh, hold
I
on. We
know.
got a delivery. We have a delivery in studio.
Attaboy,
Now
Spenny.
this is what I'm talking about here. I'm the president.
Yeah.
Just a whole lemon, not even
Not
cut.
even cut.
Not even lemon slices. Just dump that lemon.
There's no ice in here. Get back in here.
He can't work like this.
How am I supposed to perform in this environment? I need ice in my water. I work with amateurs.
It's unreal.
You're the president now. You gotta have ice.
Unfucking real.
That's BS.
I'll sit here and wait. I'll sit here and wait till I get ice. This is my show. My face is on the graphic. I'll wait for ice. Nicholas Earl, Ermanni is a bigger diva than Hollywood Jeff. I don't know. Mike says, get him some Woodford Reserve ASAP. Yes, with the big block of ice. Not a bunch of chips in there. Amateurs. There's no ice in this, Spenny.
Somebody was Somebody's using my stall, so.
That's all I can get out of the toilet.
Yeah, I just wanted to play it because I thought it was funny. And it was funny. That delivered. Spenny, good job by you.
Do you like the lemon water?
No, there's no ice.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'll pack my stuff.
Well, I'll just sit here and wait until I get ice in my water.
I'm sorry. I besmirched the president.
Besmirch, good word.
Yep. I'll have ice in here any second now. Any second.
I wish it was snowing. I would have.
Oh, man. Steve-O, baby. Neal, is that how you talk to the waiter at a restaurant? Yeah, you guys know me, man. That's... I definitely, whenever there's adversity, I just crumble every single time. So, hey, cool Michigan hoodies they had on.
Yeah.
By the way, the video clip there when Ermanni was talking, he said he needed all the conditions right to perform. Did he say he was like Aiden Hutchinson?
Ooh. No, he said Jared Goff.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's one and the same, I've been told.
That's fair.
Okay. It's one and the same. But, yeah, that's different. But no, Detroit Lions this weekend, big road game at Chicago. Lions favor, what, 3 and a hook, I believe that number was.
I think it's sitting at 3 even.
3 even now.
Yeah.
So there's a little more faith in the business community in the Chicago Bears. You know, it's one of those things, D-Mac, where certainly, look, we know the resume, right? If the Bears are going to have success, that means Justin Fields is going to have success. If he doesn't, chances are the Bears won't. Sometimes it's complicated. Sometimes it's simple. But, I mean, in the here and now, D-Mac, I just expect business as usual. It's a road game in the NFL. It's a division road game in the NFL. Underdog division home teams in the NFL do very, very well in the business community.
That's the bet. I mean, that's usually the bet.
Right.
The underdog home team and stuff like this. No, and I think that the fact that what plays into the Lions' benefit is that it was a close call at home a few weeks ago. So whatever they tried to do against Justin Fields early didn't work. They adjusted and were able to maintain it. Look for him to make those adjustments earlier. What you can't do is allow him to hit the deep ball a few times to DJ Moore and then run all around the field. So we know what we have to do to contain him. It's whether or not, you know, we can execute. So I think that, you know, the one thing that what we did learn, Aaron Glenn learned that he's got to make certain adjustments earlier. I think that, you know, you might see a lot more man in certain situations than we did early on against them last time. And, you know, you wait and see. Confident because it's you know, don't you feel, and it's good teams feel this way, right? When you're a good team, you feel like, oh man, we got away with one. Wasn't our best game, but you know we made adjustments enough to win. We don't want to put ourselves behind the 8 ball enough. And plus, what they didn't do right and they adjusted to against Chicago bit them in the ass against Green Bay. So you have, if I'm not ready to play, this happens. If I can't go to the well, as we say, too many times. So you got to be ready to play. I like the fact that, you know, everybody's talking about weather and this and that. Jared Goff came out, quote, and said, hey, I played some of my best games on the road in bad weather. So I'm not worried.
No, and that's where they are, right? Like through all the talk about the 49ers, about how they're inhuman and they've been constructed in a lab and all that kind of stuff. They are 4-3 in the last 7 games. Like they are. That is the case. That is math. And look, I know that people haven't liked the style in which it's been done, which I think is absolutely wild. There is no style in this league. Winning is the style in this league. Period. End of story. Again, I'm on the record. I told you guys 2 weeks ago you can record these comments and just run them back every single week. Find a way to win.
Yep.
Find a way to win. They don't have to be hung in an art museum. They just got to be hung in the W column. That's it.
You know what? And that's the luxury of, you know, you talked about Ermanni mentioning Goff's perfect conditions. You mentioned, was he talking about Hutchinson or whatever? The beauty is they're still winning, and they can still figure it out. So imagine if Hutch figures it out now for the rest of the year moving into the playoffs, and you've already won with him not figuring it out for 7 games, and to the other people whose sacks are so important, So you're set up for success. This could be a big game. Hopefully Hutch builds off of that last play against Chicago at home, right? Strip safety on the last play of the game to win the game. Hopefully he can come out that way.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the defense in the next segment because that's what everybody goes to, right? Like that's the trigger word now. And we'll discuss it. Anzalone is expected to be back. I think that is very, very large. Nicholas Earl, we need C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Houston back bad. I mean, they are 9-3 without him, So, I mean, that is the case. But whatever, I digress. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Like, you can't dance with the devil every single week because you'll get burned. And they got burned on Thanksgiving. They got away with it against Chicago the first time. But remember that, right? I mean, they played a good road game against New Orleans. Like, people expect Lions get up 21-0. People expect, oh, that's it. They're just going to win 56-0. That's not the case, man. That's not real. That's not real life.
NFL's a one-score league.
It is by design.
It's going to get close, but they're finding a way to win. That's what good teams do. What do I always say? You're allowed to make a mistake, but you're not allowed to make the same mistake twice. And that's what exactly this team is doing. They're not losing 2 games in a row, right? Which good teams, they don't lose 2 games in a row. So it might not be pretty when you're taking the microscope to it play by play, but on the whole, come on, man. Let's be realistic here. Haven't been 9-3 since the 60s.
Answer 14 says the Lions are stylish as hell then. LOL. Yeah. Pretty cool look sitting at their number 2 in the NFC. 14 Grit. I read the Woodward Sports About Us on the website. D-Mac, Booner and Broder, Terry Foster. Where's Neal? 14 Grit, I'd never cared about that stuff.
At least you made the
gentlemen.
At least you made the press release.
Gentlemen, good to see you all. They're saluting their president.
Yeah.
I believe that's more of a military thing, but okay.
Attaboy.
Get back to work, peons.
You are the commander-in-chief.
That is true. That is true. They need to get back. Oh, there's a camera, so Jeff Iafrady's involved. He's over here saluting me. Look at it. You see it back there. Get the camera out. Juicy J. It's got to do, Juicy J's got to do the interview process because that's how he rolls. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Burn says, everyone keeps talking about golf and bad weather, acting like Fields is going to be slinging it for 300 yards in the same weather. And Burn, that's where I am with it. Like, I know they have their struggles against the mobile quarterback. A lot of teams in this league have struggles against a mobile quarterback. That's why they make a lot of money. I mean, it is the case. They do have to find a way. And if you need good pet supplies, you can find a way.
You can find a way. I will show you the way. And the only way is Premier Pet Supply. Premier Pet Supply, give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations, over 60 brands of food, lowest prices, and curbside home delivery. Make sure you guys check out Premier Pet Supply at www.premierpetsupply.com.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new down-home comfort dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The down-home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of down-home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Just in time for football, Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash-infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. A gassy, aggressive strain named in the honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. Mass Gentry says they are so smooth. Trust them. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. Code word Woodward. Glorious. www.gloriouscanna2ns.com.
Keeping it pushing here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, and D-Mac. New guy Kenny, Spencer Raxter, Big Maz Gentry in the Maz Gentry chair. We have to rename the chair now as a matter of fact. Talking Lions and Bears, another big game. Guess what, guys? December in a division championship chase, playoff seeding chase. They're all big games. Doesn't matter who it is. They're all big games going forward. Alex Anzalone is expected back. Now, Spenny, I understand you have some sound from Alex. What do you have to say?
Sound from Alex.
Yeah, let's hear from hey, Terry Foster said,
yeah,
you need a white linebacker with long blonde hair.
It's true.
We got ours.
And a dude with a big ass.
That's Bugs.
And this is a quick quote from
all right.
Yeah, just had to get through in it. Yeah.
What'd you do?
I have no clue. Honestly, I don't even remember the play. I just remember looking at my thumb and it kept sliding in and out. So, yeah, it's just, again, you put it back in, they come out. So, yeah, I got a screw in it and good to go.
What a savage.
Wait. He's like, you know, I put my thumb back in, it would just slide right back out. So we put a screw in it, I'm good to go play NFL football now.
They pop out sometimes, and sometimes when they pop back in, they won't stay, so they got to get screwed back in. So that's just, that's the mentality you want of your middle linebacker, is it not?
Yes, it
Your
is.
Mike guy calling plays, now he looks, like Thor and whatever, looks, all cute, but there is an assassin on the inside right there. That's perfect. Yeah, no brainer. Stitch it up. I got to get back in there.
Put a screw in.
Put a screw in it, and then I'm going to go tackle Khalil Herbert with that screw in my thumb.
Savage.
Yeah, but wow, they got protection on it.
Yeah, he's playing with a brace on.
Yeah.
Or at practice he was.
It popped out. I slid it back in. It popped back out. I don't remember what play it happened on.
Man, hey, he could run around like Solo and start hitting them with the thumb. Yeah, right? Hey, imagine that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Finishers.
Yeah. So again, defensively for the Lions, Anzalone expected to be back. So that certainly is good news.
No, isn't that everybody like good? Right? We're all like, okay, good, because he's our play caller and he's sort of like the for lack of a better term, the general on that defense, right? So, and what he's done so far this year, this makes everybody happier than not, right? Like, are we not making a big deal out of this, or did we like what we saw and we wanted to see more of what Jack Campbell and Barnes and the rest of them did without it, or are we like, okay, good?
No, but you know what they did, though, D-Mac? And I know people were hung up on, I saw somebody earlier talk about Carr's 15 straight completions. You know what they did, though? They took the ball away. It's a very baseline proposition for a defense.
You can bend but not break, and as long as you can
make
get
plays.
That turnover, like, who cares about the stats? Right? It's a score at the end of the day.
They were still good against the run, were they not? They were still good against the run.
Yeah.
And
like
they
Alvin
took the football
Kamara,
away.
who's still one of the better backs in this league, they pretty much, controlled him, did they not?
For the most part,
For the most part.
I mean,
Taysom Hill, though.
What's that?
I said Taysom Hill, though. He's my guy.
He's nice with it.
Yeah, he is.
Tight end eligibility and fantasy.
It's crazy. I just wish Sean Payton was still there. Sean Payton loved him. He used him
He
so
did.
much.
He loved him so much he gave him $44 million.
Yeah, he did.
That man got $44 million.
Yeah.
So think about it there. Tammy Chin, I'm sitting here just noticing how nice Neal's hair looks today. Is Jeff doing everyone's hair now? Well, you got to raise your game around this place.
True.
I guess
you're
you
the
could say.
president now, so
I am the president. I do have an image to maintain. But yeah, I mean, again, now there's a new question, right? So you get Anzalone back. Now Aleem McNeil is out, and D-Mac, we touched on a little bit yesterday because that one shook me. Not as much as a Ragnow thing shook me, but the Aleem McNeil thing shook me. And look, we talk about Pro Football Focus. Pro Football Focus is like a cable news channel. You can use it to fulfill whatever your propaganda is. if they come out and say somebody's good, you can use that to fulfill your propaganda. Or vice versa. You can use it, you can say it's a joke, you can say they suck, and then next week say, Pro Football Focus said, and then make your propaganda point. With that being said, Aleem McNeil is a very good defensive tackle in this football league. You can believe Pro Football Focus, you can watch it, you can see it. Did we talk about that? The kind of the Hutch McNeil impact on the defense. I believe we did discuss that. And for me, D-Mac, that's the huge question this week on defense. Bugs. I mean, who's it going to be? Benito?
Bohanna. Do we see Broderick Martin step in there? Like, I mean, it's by committee. And obviously, like, the one thing is that defensively we've taken pride in is sort of controlling the other team's run. Well, it's a big, it's a big week because you have the mobile quarterback too. So it don't matter. By committee, whoever else, I think, yes, you lose because Bugs is there, but does that, give an opportunity for somebody else to step up? So, I mean, it's the way that it is. I think it's a bigger loss than people might think, unless they can, plug the gap like they did last week in the linebacker missing Anzalone. So it's a lot of the same thing. Bugs is your best defensive tackle, so you're missing out. So if Ragnow's your best center, missing out. Like, come on, boys. Welcome to the NFL.
You know what I think is funny about the people in the chat talking about the Bears right now and Justin Fields is when I preseason talked about the Bears and I said I like what they're doing, I like their cap space. I don't think Justin Fields sucks nearly as bad. I see some Jalen Hurts in Justin Fields. Maybe shades a little more running than throwing, but I see that same dynamic because D-Mac, we talked about that when we first got on the air again together.
To the fact that people that are bashing me shit the bed the first half of the year, or whatever
100%.
like that. But now it's sort of coming into his own. I'll tell you, Justin Fields ain't the one I'm worried about in this division. It's Jordan Love, because that kid's coming. He's the real deal. Facts. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, even more so and just watching how he commands. Fields still is learning. To me, he doesn't have. I look at Justin Fields when he goes into that Chicago huddle. He's part of the offense. He isn't the offensive commanded, as opposed to Jordan Love, full command of everything. That was the biggest difference in the second week. I still don't think that maturity to Justin Fields. Justin Fields, to me, has more maturity, but he's along the lines of Kyler Murray. You know what I'm saying? He's got super talent here and there, but there's something that's not there.
Fields was thrown in day one, though. I mean,
I get it.
Yeah. Jordan Love had a whole 3 seasons.
Always, like Neal said, he has dual threat more than what people, but it's not that polished, right? He's not there yet. Doesn't mean he can't get there. Doesn't mean he's not going to get there. And by what you said and what we talked about, getting back to that before, is where their bag is, where their salary cap is in Chicago. They're going to put guys around him that are going to allow him to sink or swim. First half of the year, though, didn't see it.
No.
Now, starting to come into more of what we thought he was.
And I'll tell you what, if Justin Fields gets an offensive coach in there instead of Eberflus,
yes,
shit could get pretty dangerous.
Yes,
see, so you're on board then.
Yeah, I like Justin Fields.
Yeah, but my point of it was this: like everybody in our chat right now, they discard Justin Fields all season long, but now the Lions are playing. They're like, oh my God, Justin Fields is going to run for 160 yards.
Well, because what did he do against you last year in your own building? He set an NFL record the first half. So what? I'm sorry. Is that, if we're about the truth and accountability here, that is the facts. The one thing Spenny just nailed it. You know what Justin Fields is missing? It ain't a receiver. He got it. It ain't this and that. It's an offensive It's an offensive coach. So God forbid when he gets one and the players around him, because they got $100 million in the salary cap. So now that's why your window right now is even more imperative. No, I think people are just scared because we haven't seen. Have we fucking locked down a mobile quarterback yet?
No.
Not at all.
Have we locked this guy down?
No.
Not at all.
But they beat him.
They did.
That's all
but
that matters. So that's the conversation. Don't talk about stopping him. Talk about, but we can beat him no matter how great he can be.
And that's where I was driving at,
So
D-Mac.
drive them there to the fact that, you know what, he might have 200 yards on the ground. Right? But at the end of the day, that's not going to be enough. He ain't Superman. He can't will them because, right? So we got to win a game. I mean, you nailed it, Neal. The Zabemba don't break, get a turnover, win the turnover battle defense. So you're going to give up 4 and 5 straight touchdown drives. Thank God we got the offense that can combat that. And thank God we got some guys on defense in the Branches and the Jerry Judys and that can hunt the ball and knock it out and be like other good teams. That's your strength. So when you know that you have to force turnovers because you can't stop a 3rd and 15, then just do it.
Yeah, and Paul Thomas says that's because Fields versus Aaron Glenn is no contest. Fields will win. Well, Fields has won a couple times, man. Like, again, I love that the narrative is he's trash, but people aren't keeping that same energy now that the Lions are playing him.
But all those guys that say he's trash would ask him, do you think he's a trash runner? No. Do you think he's trash on the ground?
No.
You think, no, everybody goes, no, he's not trash. That's what we're scared of.
He doesn't have a bad arm either, just being real.
Spenny nailed it. Spenny nailed it. Give him an offense.
Give him a scheme.
Offensive. Give him McVay. Give him somebody that schemes for him.
Yeah.
Or how about
what
this?
does he look like in San Francisco?
Man.
They would have won the Super Bowl last year if they had just Fields.
Yeah, or just do what the Eagles did. And I heard this with Jalen Hurts when we were having the discussions about Jalen Hurts early on. I was like, man, guys, like, I really like this guy. I like the accuracy. They were like, well, the football acumen's not there. They have to dumb down the playbook. Okay, give him the Tecmo Bowl playbook, and you roll out.
What do we hear about MVP Lamar Jackson?
Right,
even some more towards that. To your point, Neal, we've always had this conversation. Remember with Jalen Hurts, I was not there until I was there. When I said to you, so I'm not there with Justin Fields yet to the Hurts level, but he's getting better. And you can't, all these quarterbacks in this division.
Yeah.
Right? Well, except for, Minnesota.
Astronaut.
Right? But I'm just saying, they're better
Space
than
Dobbs.
what we think.
Space Dobbs. Well, you weren't there until you were there. And I was there at Planet Fitness, as a matter of fact, home of the judgment-free zone, where anyone, and I mean anyone, can work on their fitness goals. I've been a member at Planet Fitness going on 3 years. Greatest gym in the gym game. That's not hyperbole, everybody. I'm there all the time, every single day. I'm in there. Well, not the weekends. I take the weekends off. But anyway, Planet Fitness, guys, $1 down, $10 a month, access to your home club. The Black Card an option as well. $24.99 a month. You get access to Planet Fit Night all over the world. 2,400 of them. You can bring a guest. You can use the tanning beds, the massage chairs. You basically own Planet Fitness. You basically own it. You can do whatever you want in there within reason, Spencer, so stop. But again, planetfitness.com. You can join there. Pull in the parking lot. You'll pass a couple on the way home. There's over 50 of them in Metro Detroit. It's Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty.
Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Let's talk about Outdoor Equip Co., official equipment provider of Woodward Sports, Michigan Grove family-owned bad boy mowers, tractor steel, handhelds, even weed whippers, Liberty trailers, Generac generators, and the snow's coming, folks. So get your X-Plows and Salters. Outdoor Equip Co. has it all. Buy it, rent it, 0% finance and delivery to your doorstep. Give them a call today or check them out, outdoorequipco.com.
All right, keeping it pushing. Hour number 2, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl and Darren McCarty. New guy Kenny in the house. Spencer Raxter as well. Big Maz Gentry is eating some candy corn or something. I don't know what he's doing.
He went back in the time machine.
He did. He did. All right. He's going back to cover Secretariat at the Kentucky Derby. All of you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread as well.
Great track. I've played there.
Oh, the Concession Golf Club in Bradenton, Florida.
Yep.
Ooh, I'd like to spin a wedge back use that as a little backboard right there.
I wanted you to see that because that approach right there to that front pin.
That's all me.
Off that ridge, spin it back.
Yeah,
Here we go.
that's all me right there.
That is all you.
Yeah. But yeah, we're talking El Presidente.
El Presidente.
I have to play. If I'm a president, I have to play a lot of golf, right?
That's true. Yeah.
I was told you have to play golf all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what?
Still one of my favorite clips from a
service partner.
One of my favorite clips from a president of all time is when George Bush was doing the address about terrorism, and he's like, "Now watch this drive."
Yeah.
God, man, I just.
Some guys want the smoke.
Can you find it, Spready, for later?
I can find it. Yeah.
See if you can find it.
Nice.
Can we play that on this show? Because I know, like, Bottom Line can play whatever they want, but we can, I was told.
It's the minors, man.
It is. The mud.
Yeah.
Not even the minors.
It's good to know that the majors might have some issues, too, though. You know, it's not just all in the...
I think they just do that.
It's my fault. Everywhere I go, it's grind line, baby. Yeah. So you know what? You can't get out of the hard work. Luckily, Neal, has been around me for 10 plus years.
Right.
So he realizes it's the way it is.
Yeah, it is. I think they did that on purpose just to, for the morale of the rest of the network.
Yeah,
I think that was a plan.
It was a setup.
They're like, hey, Ryan, act like there's a problem and make a big deal about it. And everyone will kind of fall in line. That's what I think. Now, new guy Kenny, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
You could be.
Maybe I'm wrong. D-Mac, you said you had a comment about Lions games?
Oh, yeah. I think, you know what? I apologize because I
Sum it up. Yeah, I know.
Soft Jones, and I don't want to accuse any. I love all you guys, but somebody said they agreed, and I put in capitals. Just win, baby. It doesn't matter what. And the comment was, I agree with you, D-Mac. We just need to win, but it'd be nice to have a comfortable win, so the boys get a little bit of confidence back. Guys, stop. This is professional sports. All the confidence you need is winning. Right? When you go back, like this week, the Monday, and watch the film and look where the mistakes were made and how to improve them, right? It feels so much better because you've won the game and maybe you got away with something by not doing your assignment, not doing stuff like this, or being a part, blowing a coverage, having a penalty, stuff like this that you're going to improve on. Your confidence comes by looking up in that schedule and seeing your wins and losses because no one cares about anything else. So what I said is be realistic. You want a comfortable win so you have an easy Sunday because none of these wins, hence maybe the Atlanta or the Carolina, were easy wins. We all go through the ebbs and flows. So this is part of the journey. Right? Destination's an oasis. We all know where we want to get to, but enjoy the journey because it's these tough parts. Because, guys, don't you remember, and maybe you're not old enough, but Neal, you remember how this season has gone in the past and all these breaks that we're getting or all these, running out the clock, getting the first down on the ground or making a pass to get the first down so you don't have to rely on the defense. Used to go the other way.
Yeah, we never got that kind of stuff to go our way.
We never got this, guys. We never got a. You still, we're still saying, okay, maybe not even getting the calls where you think that just enjoy the process.
You know what, D-Mac? I just had an epiphany.
Ooh, I love when you do.
It didn't cost me $50 at Tiffany's, though. But here's the deal, D-Mac. That's bars for you, new guy Kenny.
He's got them all. He's got all of them.
D-Mac, you know what? Through all this, the, quote, struggles for a 9-3 team, you know what never changed? Even in the close wins, you know what never changed? When they had the football at the end with the chance to close down the club and call last call, they called last call, you paid your tab, and you left the stadium.
Closing time.
They got the football.
You don't have to go home.
D-Mac, close it down.
Stay.
And they've done it repeatedly.
Offense. What do? Where does the ball go to when the chips are down? They don't rely on the defense, thank God, because none of us want to. So there's self-awareness that They have to prevent. They bend, not break. Get a turnover, get a stop. And then whatever else, Jared Goff and this offense, that offensive line, everything else, that's your bread and butter. And they're controlling it. And that's why they're the winning team. And they're doing things. How many people have sat there going, oh my God, I remember we never used to get this in the past. And boom, that play, wow. Josh Reynolds caught that? That was at his ankle. So you sure it didn't hit the ground? Wait, where's the flag?
Where's the challenge flag?
Right.
No, it's real.
It's real, right? So it's more like, and I think the uncomfortableness, Neal, is getting used to that because we're so beat down to the alternative.
Because here's the reality, everybody. And again, the DNA of their wins have not changed throughout the course of the season. When it came down to nut-grabbing time, they did it, and they got those wins. And by the way, like if we can just recreate it for a while for the comfortable win crowd, touchdown underdog at Kansas City to start the year. They win outright.
By what?
By one.
By one. Right
as a
down
touchdown
to the
underdog.
End. You know, thank God Kansas City receivers can't catch.
Right.
And you know what? But
Casey,
that's what good teams do.
Casey has the ball like 4th and 30 or whatever it is. Whatever. You won on the road at Kansas City. Shut up. No one can say a word about that. You go ahead, you win over the Falcons, 14 points. The win at the Packers, 14-point win. Win over the Panthers, 18-point win. Road win at Tampa, 14-point win. You know, the loss to the Ravens, win against the Raiders, 12-point win. At the Chargers, kick a field goal. Again, road win. However you get them, you get them.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter when you win on the road. Home against the Bears. Had to come back. Didn't have the fastball that day. Fought off some pitches. Stayed alive. Hit a home run at the end of the game. The conditions were right for Hutch to make a play at that game, I guess. Then you lose the Packers game because that's what it was. And then the Saints game, you're up 3 scores on the road, man. Like, what are we talking? I know it always devolves into this every single day this week. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
Embrace adversity.
What I mean, but new guy Kenny, like, really, when you look at that track line there, what adversity? There's tons of 2-score wins in there.
Yeah, but these teams aren't going to lay down, especially later in the season.
And that was what I was
It's
driving
going to get tougher.
That's exactly what I was driving at, new guy Kenny. In December, everything shrinks.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen in this league, the Minnesota Vikings need to just win one of their last 3, and they're at Arizona, at Tampa, and home against the Packers. And what happens when they go on the road? You lose those games, man. Because guess what else, D-Mac? And you, again, this is where I use you as a resource. When you guys are coming down the stretch of a season and you're trying to close out, the number 1 seed or whatever, and you're at Arizona and they're going to miss the playoffs, but there's a ton on the line for you.
Playoff game.
To Arizona.
Yeah. Playoff game.
We're dead in the water, but not tonight. There's some juice here tonight.
You better be right because they treat that like a playoff game, right?
Because it's their only playoff
all
game.
These teams that are out, guys are playing for jobs. You got to forget that. Some of these teams that aren't making the playoffs and stuff like this, guys are rehearsing for their next gig. Nobody shuts it off in pro football or pro sports. So guys are playing to the end. Records don't matter. That's why you got to go out. That's why it's so important. That's why in any sport to bank those wins, right? To get them on the scoreboard, to get them in the standings is so important. And it doesn't matter at the end. Are we looking back to any of the championship teams and going, wow, it's not legit? Because remember, they only won. They were leading 28-0, and they won 31-28. But you know what? Style points don't matter. Fuck the style points. We don't deserve style points. If we get here every year and are back, the conference finals and stuff, maybe if you're you're not even if you're the San Franciscos and the Phillies, you ask them, they don't care about style points. It's about winning.
No, it is about winning. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Ad's 411. If I'm the Bears, I take Marvin Harrison. That's the other part of it. The Bears have their pick, and they have Carolina's pick this year, correct? Mm-hmm. I believe that's the story.
And I believe that whoever said that is spot on with the one of those picks, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
That would not surprise me to lock, depending on how the bingo balls fall, right? Because that could be the number 1 guy on their board.
Yeah.
With what they have.
I got the video, by the way.
Which one?
The George Bush one.
Oh,
I'm gonna run that real fast.
all right, let me see this one because he did call it.
Must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
What a flex.
Hey, the president has a little bit of. Did you see that golf swing? That's like how smooth the president.
Yeah.
That must be the presidential golf swing because that looked like yours.
Now watch this drive.
That's a flex.
It was a big time flight. I'll give him that. I wasn't the biggest George Bush guy, but
me either.
you can't deny that.
That and the way he ducked those shoes. Oh my God! Think of beauty, man.
What about when he threw the first pitch at the Yankees-Mets game back from 9/11?
Yeah.
Pumped it right down the middle.
He got some moments.
Gun heater.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, again, I wasn't the biggest Bush guy, but you can't deny him in the clutch as far as that goes.
For sure.
You can't deny it. WoodwardSports.com, chat thread, jumping in there, people talking about the Bears and the Lions. And I know I went off on a little bit of a tangent there. Wyatt Bear says DJ Moore and Harrison, yeesh. And oh, by the way, let me give you the exact. I want to give you the exact number. Because you remember the Bears went on a spending spree, Spenny.
Yeah.
They broke you, even with your boy.
Yeah, I love Tremaine Edmonds, but I wouldn't have paid him that much.
They did, and I just wanna speak this correctly. So remember, they have who's got the number one pick? Is it Carolina right now?
It would have to be. They got one win, one or two
right?
wins. Yeah.
So Carolina's won. The Bears aren't. What, they 5, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked lately.
Let me see.
But whatever it is, say it's 1 and 5. They got picks number 1 and 5. They got $63.5 million in cap space too. They're coming. They're coming.
Carolina's got 1. Chicago's got 5.
There you go. They're coming.
I would trade that number 1 overall pick again if I was the Bears.
Unless you really want Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
Because he really fits. But if you think you can get him at 3.
Do you think they sticking with Justin Fields, though? I feel like they might move on. I feel like they might move on. This regime didn't draft him. So far it hasn't worked out. They got a defensive coach.
You know what's funny? Somebody else in the chat a little while ago, and I apologize, I missed who said it. They had a great point about coaching and GMs. He said, with this team, with this Lions team, you don't see an ego with the coaching and the GMs. And the last time we had that, Darius Slay got sent out of town. Quandre Diggs got sent out of town.
Ugh.
That was pure ego.
God.
Pure ego.
By
that administration.
By the administration. No, that's why everybody being on the same page is so important.
No question.
My question is, did Marvin Harrison and Justin Fields play together at Ohio State?
No.
Nah.
No, right?
No, they did not.
So there isn't that connection there that you usually have. So.
Yeah.
Swiss
Insurance.
You got
T-Mac?
football on the brain, ladies and gentlemen. Fall has ushered in. What a great college and a pro season. Also the perfect time for your home and auto insurance. Why don't you shop it like a pro and do it like we do it here at Woodward Sports Network. Swiss Insurance. Give my buddy Mark a call today, 248-800-4177, or go to SwissINS.com.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome. Neal Ruhl here. Hey, you tired of wearing that same old Detroit sports merchandise? We can hook you up with something good like that Stoke Not Scared t-shirt. Don't talk about it, be about it with your Stoke Not Scared shirt. Go to woodwardsports.com/shop. It's hoodie season. It's beanie season. New guy Kenny's rocking it all the time. Maz Gentry, he's got a hoodie on as well. It's that time, everybody. Go to woodwardsports.com/shop. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey. There's a Woodward Sports golf line as well. The Spencer Raxter inspired Jack Campbell Meat Missile shirt is there for the taking. woodwardsports.com/shop. Keeping it pushing here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal, Ruhl, and D-Mac, and new guy Kenny, and Spencer Raxter, Maz Gentry here in the house. Hoof-hearted. Can the Bears draft a GM that knows what the F they're doing? Because, damn, this year is their year. This offseason is their offseason that will determine their fate.
Well, we said that last year, 2 years ago, prepping into this, why this was the window for us. Because it's just going to get hard. Now, you can set yourself up where it's going to be competitive, and hopefully this NFC North is a war that we're on top of for years to come. But they're not going to get worse. The best thing to me is if they never make a move in the front office or their coach or whatever like that, and they continue to be that defensive minded. I think that's when you just have to worry on the outside in. But again, go out and get it done this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. So, just kind of wrapping up the Lions-Bears discussion. And, obviously the key is going to center around containing Justin Fields and doing that. It is good to have Alex Anzalone back for that as we were talking about. New guy Kenny, you said you had a question.
My bad.
All right, new guy Kenny.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit on the morning show. So Hendon Hooker is due back at practice, and they're supposed to be, rumor is they're using him to kind of prepare for Justin Fields. Do you lend any credence to that? Do you think that'll be helpful, having Hendon Hooker kind of play that mobile quarterback role in practice to help them get better?
Whenever I get asked questions like that, I always try to relate the material. And I do a lot of college basketball, do a lot of basketball play-by-play. And this is a question I always ask, like Coach Campy, about, when we play Syracuse. We played Syracuse a lot. How do you prepare for the 2-3 zone that they do? And he's like, you don't, because you can't, because there's a 7'1" dude in the middle of it. And where I'm sitting when I'm watching when Syracuse has the ball, and I see the 7'1" guy that's in the middle of the zone like this, I'm like, where the hell do you throw the ball? You can't replicate it. You know what? The dynamic of Justin Fields running the football. You can't replicate that. And I know, Spenny, hey, I'll defer to you because you're the Hendon Hooker insider.
I am.
Now, maybe he can walk on water. I don't know. You tell me, Spenny.
He is not the talent running the ball that Justin Fields is. He is mobile, which will help, getting out of the pocket. They're both similar build. They're both 6'3", 220 plus. So it'll definitely help more than it'll hurt. But Justin Fields is different with his legs, man. The guy is electric. So it'll definitely help the defensive ends on the contain aspect of it, because he can move around the pocket and move out there and does have a little bit of juice in his legs. But Justin Fields' legs, that's not something you're going to find, on the street that can help you learn. Like, the guy is electric when he gets the ball in his hands.
D-Mac, next time you're down.
It absolutely helps, right, to whatever degree. Now, here's the thing. Hopefully, right, whatever Hendon Hooker does, the coaches are saying, okay, so you see how this scheme and this is what they do, be prepared because it's going to come at you this much quicker. Right? But you get a sense of where, because the most important thing is positioning and trust. And so it doesn't matter how much you speed it up, as long as you know defensively where you're supposed to be and to get to that spot. That's where it helps. I'll go back, right, so Kevin Hodgson. Right? We called him Ticker, the third goalie on our 97, 98 teams or whatever like this.
Oh, what a great job.
Funniest locker room guy, to this day, right? But what he would do, especially in those playoff runs, right? If we're playing at Belfour, then when he's in net and practice, whatever, he's copying Ed Belfour's mannerisms and stuff like this. Now, it's not going to be Ed Belfour, but you're going to get an idea how he stands up, how he addresses different things from shots on the side, so you know where you have to be. Patrick Waugh, the same way. He would do all the different goalies stand up, butterfly, whatever like this. So there's something where you get an idea. It's not the whole picture, but it's sort of like tracing it in pencil before you color it in. You get a concept of what the picture looks like. So I think
I think if anything,
it's better than David Blau running around.
No, absolutely. But I think if anything, their biggest problem is like not coverage itself. Is just when plays break down. I feel like that's when the defense has its most, struggle. So maybe, just seeing something that looks similar to that, it could possibly help.
You know what their problem is? They don't trust each other. They try to do each other's job. It's not a work ethic. It's not a factor of quitting or we see guys running like crazy all over the place. To your point about when it breaks down, everybody tries to do everybody else's job.
Yeah.
So the message this week, I'm thinking imperatively, just like the last Chicago game, where they adjusted as they went on, but they trusted each other and were able to make enough plays. So it matters a little bit. It's not going to give you everything, Neal, but it's better than nothing.
Can you ask Mo Sider next time you're down at LCA, say, hey, how do you prepare for Connor McDavid? You just have somebody skate around real fast?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's adjustment, right? So those guys adjust speed, right? Ask any of the best defensemen. It's all about gauging your space. So he's got to gauge, and he knows automatically there's certain guys in the league, and especially in today's day and age, that you don't mess with that speed, which will probably give a bigger gap.
Right.
Right? So you just know that. You size it up. It's like a fastball.
Lorena Rios says Spenny is a hooker insider.
It's fair.
All the way around.
It's fair.
More ways than one.
Yeah. You're going to pay for it either way.
Ooh. Put that on the T-shirt.
Put Spenny's face on there. You're going to pay for it either way.
One way or another.
One way or another, you're paying for it. I don't even know where to go.
Does anybody know Hooker's 40 time compared to Fields' 40 time?
He didn't run the 40, obviously, because of the injury. But I can.
But I'm guessing.
Pre-draft.
What would a Hendon Hooker quarterback 40 be? 4.7?
I don't know if he's 4.7.
Yeah, I think it'd be faster than that.
Yeah,
more than that,
I would hope so. Maybe like 4.4.
So
I don't know if it's. I don't think he has 4.3 speed, but
4.2.
Maybe.
So what I'm saying is, you're gonna get more of a concept of what it's like. It's more of a blessing than anything else that Hooker's back.
Like you said, it's better than a David Blau or even like a Teddy Bridgewater.
He had a 4.6.
4.6. Oh, you went that far off.
Right. Yeah. So you're putting into that, which, if I'm in practice, so going back, if you're, guarding against a guy with speed on the entry or something like that, you know that you have to be ahead of him.
Just
a step ahead.
4.45.
And you know what? We'll wait and see.
Yeah, it's funny because Brendan and I were talking about this yesterday after the show, after he gave Ryan the Michigan hoodie that they were wearing in the clip that we played earlier. We'll just leave it like that. But he was talking about that, like when he came out, because Braylon said he was somewhere around 4.4, and it was considered very, very fast, obviously, for his size. He said that's the biggest difference between when he played and now, because he said, you look at the Miami Dolphins, and I forget what the exact number is. As a team, including the linemen, as a team, they run a sub 5.40. Yeah. If you put everybody together. As a team, including the linemen, they run a sub 5.40.
4.4 is slow now in today's NFL.
And that's what he was talking about. He's like, your burners now are 4.2s.
That's all sports.
Yeah.
You look at hockey. Right, that they changed the physicality, or the size is now the speed.
Yeah.
Soft Jones says TK85 a 3.85. I agree. I've seen it.
It's true.
Especially on third down when he's getting to the sticks, man.
Tom Kennedy, folk hero.
He is.
Oh, imagine if he's in this week.
Oh man.
Man,
it would
better than DPJ to this point.
Yeah. Honestly, where has DPJ been?
I don't know. I was told it was a great acquisition.
Yeah, me too.
I was told that.
DPJ.
The Michigan people were beside themselves.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, what, Maz Gentry?
Just the Michigan people, Neal.
I was told.
All right. You were. There was loads of people.
You
it wasn't
were one
just
of
the
them.
Michigan people.
You were one of them.
I did not say anything
you
about
said put him above J-Mo
Never.
in the depth chart.
J-Mo is
and
my
give
guy.
J-Mo's
Don't do
J-Mo's
that.
targets.
Don't do that with
You
J-Mo.
said that.
Don't do that with him. That is my guy. I've supported J-Mo since day one. And on the Lions pregame shows, I've called every single game he scored a touchdown.
That is true.
I'm just saying, it's me and J-Mo against the world.
I want to be with you guys.
Me and J-Mo versus everybody. Is that the tagline you guys use?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to be sure. Hey, wintertime in Detroit's always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try the veal parmesan, Spenny, or the new Southern Comfort chicken bowl. Spenny will do both. How about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back, the classic lumberjack or Santa Fe garden omelet, and the new apple pie hotcakes that D-Mac certainly will try the next time he's in there. And then he'll top it all off with a new gingerbread shake, because that's how he rolls. Stop by your local Big Boy for down-home comfort foods today.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have D-Mac on your landscaping crew.
How would you like to win a 100K Vegas getaway? Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Cintron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win the 100K Vegas getaway at drinkcintron.com/Vegas and buy Cintron at your local Meijer store. Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste. The choice of people who desire to look good, feel great, and be the best version of themselves. Go to drinkcintron.com/Vegas to figure out how you can sign up to win.
Keeping it pushing here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Maz Gentry here in the house in the Maz chair, Spencer Raxter, new guy Kenny. D-Mac, here's a news update for you and I. Jon Rahm leaving the PGA Tour to join the LIV Tour.
Don't blame him at all. I'd do the same thing.
Does that do it for everybody now? Like, are the scrubs over there on the LIV Tour still? I do like me some Brooks.
Brooksy!
You know what I like about Brooks?
He looks like a real douchebag, though.
Hey, fuck you, Spencer.
Yeah. But you know what, though?
He's good, though.
He looked in the camera a lot like some of the others that have defected to the LIV Tour. He looked right in the camera and said, I'm doing it for the money.
Yeah.
He's a real one.
And if, you know, who's the golf commentator that went to the LIV Tour too? Faraday. David Faraday.
Oh, yeah.
If they hit me with that kind of money, I'm going
I'll
to.
go, hey, listen, LIV Tour.
The president taking Saudi money? What?
100%.
What?
You should apply. You should apply.
I'll be on course reporter.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
If you offer me $40,000 a year, I'd go to the LIV Tour.
You know what? That would work. Have Spenny on there to be like plus 300. And
I cure my irons every now and then.
They should have Spenny on there, make him count every stroke.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Big pause.
Do I get a couple mulligans per?
No, nothing. He's just straight up Spenny cam, a dedicated Spenny cam.
It's like first
Can
place.
Spenny break 100 on this course?
I could break
from
100.
the back tee.
Well, no, not from the tips.
From 7,000 yards.
Not from the tips. Not a chance. Am I breaking 100 from the tips? But
I want to see
my
it.
damnedest.
I want to see it.
just the grind.
Yeah.
Put him at 7,000 and just see the grind at the end of the. You'd offer him a beer at the end of the round. He'd be like, "No, I gotta go to bed."
I broke 100 quite a few times in my career, but I'm playing from the Blues, not the Blacks.
Lorena Rios. If Neal gets more money, he'll call games for Wayne State instead of Oakland University.
If I could John Daly it, if I could be slamming beers and smoking darts the whole time, catch me out there.
You should be on-course reporter.
Yeah.
You don't need to play.
That's
Just
fair.
give you the headset and interviewing the people.
Yep.
I could do that for sure. Like I said, 40K.
Sauce Tin says, call him what you want, Spenny, but he's not fake. And I respect that.
That's true.
What's the fallout from it? People walk away going,
Whatever.
Yeah.
He's telling
the truth, man. He's not doing anything any of us wouldn't do.
People should be over it at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many golfers have taken the money at this point.
Did they say
Who
what
cares?
John Rahm is getting paid?
No, but I can only imagine.
It's going to be a lot of money.
Because think about
He's
it.
the best golfer in the world right now.
I saw the look on your face, BMG, when I said it.
Yeah.
You were like, damn, John Rahm?
It kind of sucks for the PGA Tour, but got to get the bread, man.
Kevin Bell says, or Jake Wagner says, I take Spenny for more of a disc golfer. I haven't disc golfed since I first picked up golf clubs, which was like 3 years ago.
Uncle Neal saw feet. Spenny would be like John Daly, except without the skill.
That's true.
Max Mayer, Neal, I'm sorry. I was at my Rockwall Fitness Center. Well, yeah, and you had to go to the bank to put money in to pay your $100 a month membership, too.
Yeah.
So that's why you were an hour and a half late, Max. But whatever, do what you want to do. I can only tell you. I can't click enter on the computer for you. So sorry about that. Did want to touch on this.
This Ski Mask Boy says, my grandpa beat up John Daly. Was it at a Hooters?
What's that?
The Ski Mask Boy in the Woodward Sports chat says, my grandpa beat up John Daly.
Oh, nice.
Probably a bar fight at Hooters or something.
Congratulations.
Now, I did hear when the Ally Challenge was, because I was the
John Daly's the man.
I was the announcer for the Ally Challenge. I did hear John Daly spend his time right here in Birmingham in the evenings.
Yeah, I believe it.
So
John Daly's a man.
The man of the people. Huge crowd walking around with him. I think he was like 8th from last in the tournament. Didn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Biggest crowd was there, dude. Man of the people. Just got an update from Ryan Poulter. He will not be able to join us today, but we will do the picks coming up in just a couple of minutes. He wanted me to tell everybody that he loves them. So there's that.
Well, I mean, first 3-0 week in his life, probably, right?
I'm just going to say low key, because he's come back out of the mud a little bit ever since he assigned his picking duties to Sean at Feldman Chevrolet there. So we'll discuss. We'll get to the picks.
That's leadership, Neal.
Yeah, absolutely. People were talking about me being a Michigan hater again, which is a great segue into this. Real quick, we're going to have time to get into it because we got a lot of time on it. Just want to go around the room. Initial thoughts, Michigan, Alabama. Line open up at 2.5, immediately bet down to 1.5. Michigan the favorite. D-Mac, right now we're, what are we, New Year's Day, so we're about 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
2.5, 3 weeks out. Your initial reaction to it, D-Mac, when I ask you your thoughts on it, initially.
Until you show me, right? I think you got a great opportunity, but till you show me, Alabama's been here before, Nick Saban's been here before, and you know what? I want Michigan to win, 100,000,000%. But where that line is right now, it's Alabama all day until you show me. Like, it's the old head-heart bet, right? My head's saying Alabama until you show me, but my heart wants Alabama, wins your money, or Michigan wins, and you win with your heart. So, but I just don't see it because until you prove it, you haven't done it yet. But I think
You said Michigan's favorite 2.5?
Yeah, they were favored 2.5. Bet down to 1.5.
They opened 2.5. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's tough.
And that goes to show you. Anytime you're giving Alabama points in a playoff game, they've been there.
Yeah,
Vegas is up to something. Definitely.
All right, new guy Kenny, give me your initial breakdown.
I'm actually surprised they opened up as the favorite. I thought they would flip it the other way around. I mean, it is what it is, man. I can see Michigan winning the game. I can see them covering. But will they? Who knows? But that line is a little scary. It leads me to believe that Vegas knows a little more than we do. But yeah.
Maz Gentry, Michigan Slappy.
Don't really care. Michigan's gonna win. Don't really care.
Money line.
It's a lot of. I mean, Vegas, obviously, what it's at, I pick them right now. It opened up 1 point. It went down. The spread went down a point. And, I mean, a lot of people would probably are betting on Bama, Michigan haters, and then some. So, whatever. Not rolling with Vegas.
You honestly think that's hating?
Michigan's still winning.
Alabama getting points?
No, I'm just saying. I want to say the most bet was Alabama money line.
Yeah, it was like 89% or something like that.
Either way, a lot of people just going with Bama. Michigan's still going to win. Don't care.
Spenny?
I don't give pissed about nothing but the time. Roll time. Seth Spartan dog, Nick Saban. No, but I do think Bama's going to win. This is going to be the best quarterback Michigan's seen all year by far. This is going to be one of the toughest defenses Michigan's seen all year. So give me Bama.
It's going to be a great game.
I don't give pissed about nothing but the time.
And Milroe is not the same. To quote the great Joik Bell, yesterday's prices are not today's prices with Alabama.
Damn right.
And Milroe, yesterday's prices, the bricks.
He's been balling recently.
He's dynamic, though, Spenny.
With his arm, too. Like, he was always good running the ball, but he has been throwing the blood out of the ball the past 7 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Now, and I'll give you guys this, like the Michigan, the Neal's a Michigan hater thing. I'll give you guys this. You guys go win the national title this year, and I'm consistent about this. What can I say? What can I say to that?
I was consistent all along. You win this game, you've made progress because you've never made it to the finals. So win this game, and I would consider it then you've progressed. But if you win this game, you should finish it off. I mean, that opportunity's right in front of you.
3 straight trips. You got to do something.
You got to win it all.
Yeah.
Like that is where DMAC and I differ. It is either incredible success or massive failure.
Yeah.
It's massive failure at this point. You get your third kick at the can. You've been embarrassed twice in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Winning a game ain't going to cut it. Because, and look, and BMG, we've talked about this before. You get that feeling about this iteration of Michigan football. There's question marks around Harbaugh. Remember, the NCAA investigation is not closed.
Yeah.
The Big Ten's investigation was, but the NCAA investigation is not closed. He got suspended. He's a 2-time. I've never heard of a coach being suspended twice in a season.
It is wild.
Never.
What are you talking about? They just served Michigan their punishment and playing Alabama. That's the NCAA. Don't get it twisted. Come on. You can't tell me behind the scene when they were talking about that, to your point that it's not closed, that there had something to do with it.
And Mike G in the Woodward Sports chat says, make Milroe throw. He will choke like McCord, even though he has more yards and more touchdowns through the air than J.J. McCarthy.
Right. You see that's what puts me off about it. Like,
I mean, that's not really saying anything. I mean, that has nothing to do with J.J. McCarthy. They were just saying
he's going to be J.J. McCarthy will be the number one pick in the NFL draft.
That guy
this
just
year.
said if you make him throw the ball, that would be the best case scenario for Michigan. That he didn't say anything about
J.J.
J.J.
So the best case scenario for Bama is to make J.J. throw the ball.
Okay,
he's the weakness too.
That's fine. That has nothing to do with that guy said.
Is J.J. the weakness for Michigan's football team? J.J. throwing the ball?
No.
No? Because I have evidence that suggests otherwise.
Then you can't say the same about Milroe. If JJ's not the weakness for Michigan, then Milroe isn't the weakness for Bama. Because he's having a better year through the air.
And they're just saying the weakness of that offense is if you make Jalen McRoll throw the ball. They didn't say anything about J.J. McCarthy.
So is J.J. McCarthy throwing the ball the weakness of
But
Michigan?
is that what the guy asked or anything what the guy said? Or did you guys just put J.J. McCarthy in there because...
That's what I'm asking you, Gentry.
No, but that's been my thing about Michigan all year long, man. When you get in a big moment, I'm going off the data, my friend.
JJ definitely needs to play a big game. And if he plays or starts off and throws 2 picks or whatever like TCU, that's going to be their downfall. But that's not what that guy said. He just said the weakness for Alabama would be making him throw the ball.
Okay,
and then immediately JJ McCarthy got brought up.
Gentry, I'm asking you.
What's up?
Is the weakness for Michigan's offense making JJ McCarthy throw the ball?
I would say ungodly amount of times, yes. But not like just him throwing the ball in general. He can throw the ball, but you don't want him throwing too much. You still want the run game involved. But yeah, you don't want him
Their offensive game plan suggests that they are aware of it too.
Yeah, but it's not like...
And their schedule. They were allowed... See, I think the schedule is the biggest fugazi of all time. There are Rolex watches in the streets of New York City for $40 that are more legit than that schedule.
Wow.
I mean, yes, their schedule is weak, and I've never shied away from that.
So we're going to see?
Yes, we will.
We're going to see. And what I was driving at was, you do this, and you beat Nick Saban, and you win the national title, because I've always maintained that all this cloud and everything that's around it, that has an effect somewhere it pops up. If you're able to get through all that and win, what can I say?
Right.
Can't say anything about it.
You'll
You'll have 1.5 national titles since war bonds and taking trains to games.
Yep.
War bonds, get your war bonds, Maz Gentry.
Real quick before we cut to the break, Dan Wood just says, "Dang, look at those cotton mitts."
The mitts.
Good old cotton hands.
Put those hands back up again.
Come down tonight, LCA. Give him a shake.
Shake my hand.
Shake Gentry's hand.
Put your palm out again. Get that shot on there. Look at that.
Look at that craftsmanship.
We should do a picture contrast.
Look
Just
at
everyone's hands.
Those billowy palms. Those billowy palms. But on the flip side of the coin, though, that's the stakes. You lose this game, it's a failure.
No,
and you were a joke.
This is the year you have to break through, and especially when you don't have a dog like Georgia and how great they've been over the past 3 years in there. This is the year you got to take control and you got to win it. And I've been saying that.
No, if you lose, if Alabama beats you,
you're
a product of your schedule.
And I owe you a coffee.
You do owe me a coffee. I got to write that in the book. I forgot to do that. Yeah. Where were we at? Oh yeah, Guardian Alarm.
Absolutely. Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts, professional technicians who take the time to recommend security and automated solutions specific to your needs. But I need you to call Guardian Alarm today. The number 1-800.
Stay out.
24/7 professional monitoring. Call anytime, day or night. Know the Guardian team member will stay on the phone as long as it's needed, but I need you to call the number 1-800.
Stay out.
Technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work, and people who have proven to care, whether it's business, whether it's personal. Guardian Alarm doesn't care. They just want you to call the number 1-800.
Stay out. Stay out of making Michigan the favorite.
Unfortunately, JT Compher is going to stay out of the lineup tonight. Undisclosed injury. Sorry to report.
But PK88 is in. Guardian Alarm, local security experts. Tell them Big D Energy we sent you.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? Well, you expand and offer more products to more people. This is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust. On Woodward Ave, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today. Find the brand you want at lesstanford.com.
All right, coming down the stretch here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl and D-Mac and Billowy Hands, Maz Gentry, new guy Kenny, Spencer Raxter as well. It is time for the picks. Ryan Poulter said he cannot join us. He said, tell everybody I love them. And also, I'm a man of superstition. We went 3-0 last week, and I didn't come on for what that's worth. So that is there. But, hey, let's go. Let's go with Ryan Poulter's picks, though they're not really Ryan Poulter's picks. He's coming off a 3-0 week. He is improved. You see that there, D-Mac? 16, 19, and 1. He's making some moves, D-Mac.
Coming back into the black.
You know, he absolutely is. So he is rolling with the LA Rams. I believe they're home against Baltimore, correct? That's off the top of my head. I know they're playing Baltimore. 7 + 7 tells me that they're probably at home in that game. But we'll get confirmation on that as we pull up the scores. Also, he has the Indianapolis Colts at Cincinnati. The Colts catching 1. And this is a very fashionable pick. The Houston Texans. And D-Mac, he was on the Texans last week. You were on the Texans last week. I was prepared to take the Texans until I saw that 0.5 on there. Road game at the Jets. Neal, what are you talking about? They'll cook the Jets. Doesn't smell right, D-Mac.
Fair enough.
Doesn't smell right to me.
Also, too, you told me last week the home dog of Philadelphia didn't smell right.
And I walked into it anyway. That was on me. The Rams are at the Ravens.
Baltimore is at home.
Double box, Benny. Look at that.
Yeah, the double box.
Never seen
but,
that.
But Ryan's lurking, 16, 19, and 1. Now we'll go to D-Mac. D-Mac, you have the floor.
Yeah, I went. Who'd I go with?
The Texans.
I went with Houston. Obviously, going to ride that C.J. Stroud train. Like I said earlier in the show, 2 guys that I've been impressed with this year, like to that next level, and I call it the Hurts test. Is Stroud and Jordan Love. So Houston, right. I guess I can't say Ryan. Who's making the picks for Ryan?
Sean is making the picks for
Sean
Ryan. Sean is the proxy.
Sean and I are dialed in with the Texans. I also, you know what? I ain't scared of that hook going into Chicago. Prove it. Let's go Lions, riding that train, and then I don't even know who San Francisco's playing, but that's not enough.
The Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Trap game.
Absolutely.
You're just taking the train.
Sorry,
You're
Gino.
staying on the train.
Just riding the train.
Come on,
it's the Texans 49ers
right.
train. 19, 16, and 1. I still got you some lunch money. We're all good in the black. I mean, imagine if we cared.
19, 16, and 1 for D-Mac. He's lurking, but 3 and a hook in the NFL.
I gotta tell you guy, Kenny.
Yeah.
I won last year. So, you know what?
I feel it. House money. I feel it.
So, and plus, Neal, to his credit, look at this record. Kenny hasn't seen this.
Well, I've been taking on some water. Remember at one time we were 18-3 at one point or something like that. We've taken a couple slugs. We are still at 22-11-3 though. We are.
Not bad.
You're going hard. Let's get Gentry. What do you think about Neal going in hard on that Army?
You guys know what it is. I got back to good with the get right by going back to my roots. And once again, I'm going not just back to my roots, I'm going to this great nation's roots. Yeah. And I am taking Army against Navy. I will lay the 2.5. But we're not done yet there in Gillette Stadium on Saturday afternoon. We're going to go over 27.5 in the Army-Navy game. It is a get-right pick as well. It is not just a pick for me. It is not just a pick for you. It is a pick for America.
It's a pick for this country.
It's a pick for freedom. It's a pick for everything that Maz Gentry stands against. Yep. Dictatorship, communism, hostile takeover, all of it. It does not matter. This pick is for us, the people. This pick is Army-Navy over, Army minus 2.5. And I'm not taking the Cowboys laying 3.5 to anybody. The presidential salute's over. They know they're God blessing America right now. And they stand in the face of tyranny.
They agree with you.
They agree
Ask
because
the Germans about the triple option.
Ask them about it. Ask them about it. You know what they're saluting, Big Mike Gentry? They're not saluting the president. They're saluting America. They're saluting everything that you stand against, Mike Gentry.
America.
So you can sit in that chair and live under that very blanket of freedom that your United States Army has given you, and that's fine. And you can flip your nose up at it. But on Saturday, it'll be the ones that do the fighting, not the one that give them a ride.
Give me the under.
What an L. What an L from Gentry.
And Navy plus 2.5.
Well, I think that you just reiterated when Gentry said yesterday that he would be going for Navy. I knew the over-under was in, but you went. I think that's a Gentry factor right there.
13-13 tie going to OT. 16-13 Army win.
That's how I got done last year. I was
10 completed passes between both teams.
But it went down. We had the video. I played the video. I was a couple pops deep, but we played the video. It went exactly as I said it would break down. In a game like this,
I do remember that.
That's legendary.
10-10.
I put 100 on it.
13-13.
Really? Yeah, I put 100 on it.
Go to overtime. Touchdown. Field goal, game over.
Yeah.
Over.
That's what it was all about.
And then I walked through those trashy streets of Philadelphia looking for a good bar that doesn't exist.
Yeah, you do hate Philly.
I hate Philadelphia with the passion of 1,000 suns. If they didn't sign the Constitution there, they would have nothing. Nothing.
What about the Liberty Bell?
Again, just a byproduct.
And Rocky.
Oh, yeah, a movie.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
a movie.
They do have a statue to a movie character. It's pretty funny.
It's not even real, everybody. Not even real. So
and then you got Philly plus 3.5. Who they got?
They're at Dallas. Oh, by the way, too, this little Dak Prescott MVP. The Cowboys are America's team. The Cowboys are for real. The
Get it outta
Cowboys are
here.
back. We're a little too deep into this right
Yes.
now.
The president has spoken.
We've gone too far on the Dallas. I see it up there. I'm running on the treadmill at Planet Fitness. All the talk shows. Are the Cowboys legit Super Bowl?
Ain't it disgusting?
It is.
This is horrible. It's like Skip Bayless everywhere. You just look everywhere. You just see Skip Bayless.
Kenny hasn't heard how we refer to the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys on the show.
No.
His mother called him Rain. I'm going to call him Rain.
I'm going to call him Rain.
Rain Dakota.
Rain Dakota.
Rain
Now
Dakota.
remember,
Go by his government
I'm
issue.
gonna call him Ray.
His
Yeah.
government name.
Mom called him Rain. I'm going to call him
I'll call
Rain.
you what's on your driver's license.
That's true.
Rain
He
Dakota.
whooped Joe Lewis's ass.
Yes. Yeah, no, it is. We've gone too far with Rain Dakota, and all the makings are there. America is on the Cowboys here. New guy Kenny. And that's when I slide in. It's a big spot. There's a lot on the line. The Eagles can really cement the division, which
Yep.
makes you know that the Cowboys will fold.
Yep.
And even if they win, I got 3 and a hook.
Damn, Brian Ruth reporting BMG reportedly seen crossing the border between North and South Vietnam.
Whoa.
Enemy of the people.
He is. He is.
Public enemy number one.
But you know what a soldier will tell you, BMG? They're happy that you're sitting there still with that hate in your heart. They're happy because that's what they provided for you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Give me the under.
You can enjoy those Gatorade drinks and that fancy iPhone you have.
Yep. And then you can walk
great.
right into Dispo if you want because this is
I
America.
would love to.
Absolutely. You can experience Dispo Romeo, a team that curates an exclusive
My favorite place.
atmosphere mix. Michael, with the fresh variety, Michigan's largest products in the cannabis field. The first cannabis mall of its kind, conveniently located off of Van Dyke and 32 Mile Road in Romeo. Dispo Romeo is now open late until midnight, every day except Sunday. Can it get any better than that? Freedom is awesome. Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Join Woodward Sports and Spenny's new favorite long drink live every home game for the official VIP tailgate party, Easter Market, Shed number 5. Always the bash. Usually starts around 9:30 a.m. What can be better? Woodward Sports, you can be treated like a VIP. Food, beverages, entertainment, all included. Get on TV for the stream, everything else. Kool-Aid's usually down there. Nick's usually down there. It's a great time. Get your tickets online today, bullseyeeventgroup.com, or win some for Woodward Sports today. Just subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and direct message. Lions VIP.
Final segment of the show. Big D Energy, Neal, Ruhl, D-Mac, big dictator Gentry on the chair, supports communism, dictatorship, all of it. New guy Kenny, he's about freedom. He's about America. So is Spencer Raxter.
Damn right.
Hot dogs and golden retrievers, baby.
Hell yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Damn right. See, Gentry, you see what you're going up against?
You're going up against the machine, baby.
Machine.
You're going up against America.
America. You don't want that smoke.
You don't want it. You don't want those problems. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Peaceful Tim, Rain Dakota MVP with a bunch of laugh. It is comical.
Him and Brock Purdy both plus 300. Who would have thought?
Why does Neal get an over-under pick, but for 2 years I haven't been able to, says Ryan Poulter.
Take whatever you want, Ryan Poulter. It is tradition.
You can have whatever you like.
Yeah, to quote the famous T.I.
Pick whatever you like.
Stacks on deck.
Wyatt Bear says Memphis rains. Hoof-hearted, nothing lasts forever, even cold November rain.
It's true.
Truth.
In the cold Dakota rain.
So there's that out there as well. But yes, we're there. Smoke N, be careful talking ish on Philly. Those guys have attitudes and are tougher than everyone else. Man.
Philly ain't tough.
I know, bro. Come on.
Detroit's way tougher than Philly. If you line up city versus city, all-out fight, give me Detroit 10
minus
times out of
210.
10. Yeah.
Right.
You got what? Meek Mill's hood, and that's it.
Yeah.
We got it surrounded.
Yeah, we got a lot. Detroit will wash Philly.
No question. But WoodwardSports.com chat thread it. Fight in a fight. Detroit versus Philly.
This should be 100%.
It should be. We had a 98% one yesterday, didn't we? Or no, Monday we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't remember what it was either, but it was the biggest one we've ever had.
Was it a Tom Kennedy one?
No, was it about Hutch? I want to say it was about Hutch.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyway, it was great, though. Trust me. Go back to Monday's show. Is it documented?
Philly's back again.
Yeah, I do like Motown Philly. D-Mac, what do you got popping this weekend, man? I know you're off tomorrow.
Yeah, Wings game tonight. Come by, say hi, shake hands with Mike Gentry. Let's go. You can see how soft he's
even though he doesn't
soft terrorist hands.
Tomorrow. Let me see.
What did he say?
Soft terrorist hands.
Tomorrow, actually,
come on, don't throw
Drapes
that
and
word
I
out there.
will be signing. Let me see. Get to it. Saturday, I'll be at the Wings game, and I'll be down there with my new graphic novel.
Nice.
I'll be
We'll be
alongside.
out there signing that for the Wings game. But tomorrow, between 2 and 4, let me see.
Oh, it was Laporta.
Top Shelf Liquor in Allen Park. Chris Draper and I will be signing the new Wiser's Red Wing anniversary bottles.
And if you're a bourbon fan too,
I got the picture of it for you.
If you're a bourbon fan, slide down there. They got a lot of good allocated bottles there. There is the
Is that a good
bottle.
spot?
Yes, it is.
Here's the bottle, D-Mac.
Yep. There's your graphic
Draper
right there.
dragging me around town again. He always used to.
Al Green H-Town, bro. Go to 7 Mile and Evergreen.
Yeah.
Say what's up.
Say what's up, Philly. Stupid cheesesteaks.
Rack. People just going to forget about Inkster, Highland Park, Flint, Saginaw.
Yeah.
What does Philly have? Hershey?
Yeah, literally.
It's true.
Get out of here, Philly.
It's absolutely true. Yes, I will be out tomorrow as well. I was a late scratch. Pistons Magic tomorrow on the radio. I'll be handling the play-by-play with Rick Mahorn. If you could give it a listen, I would be so obliged.
Check it out.
Thank you.
Bring
I'll
him
fix
home.
this.
Check it out.
Bring a win home, Neal.
I'll fix this. I'll fix it.
You're the one man who can.
I will do that. All right. New guy Kenny, appreciate you.
No
Spencer
problem.
Raxter, appreciate you.
Always.
Appreciate your billowy hands and your hatred of freedom, Big Mike Gentry.
Go Navy.
You'll see.
Rooting for the under.
You'll see.
Have a
D-Mac.
great weekend.
Absolutely.
Have a safe
You
trip.
as well.
Have a great call. Deuces.
Well, see you later.